but from what I understand, what Ms. Treebor decided to.
There's a council.
Yeah. What
Mr. Dugan can answer that.
Well, what the council looks at mostly are the math and science grades, and what they're looking for is a basically high math and science grades. But they're looking for students that they can depend on to keep up those grades while maintaining, obviously it's a very rigorous course. Yeah, the commute. I mean, it's not that bad, but
will it help?
Would
you like to help you out?
Oh yeah, sure. Go.
So simply put, first there's an application, and Ms. Treebor pre-screens the application. I'll be fair. First and foremost, we're looking for majority of the student. There are only 16 seats for the juniors and 16 seats for the seniors. Once you apply and are accepted, we require the parent to sign off on it, because once you go into the Sinai program, you can't get out of it. Well, there's a simple reason for it. If you don't take the digital electronics class junior year, well, that pretty much prevents you from taking the networking class senior year. If you don't take principles of engineering, it prevents you from taking Mr. Henning's senior design class. You don't have the skill sets that the other students. So it's not a matter of, you can go try it for a year, see if you like it, and then say, no, you know what, I think I really want engineering. And screening the applications has changed a little bit every year, and it's become more select every year as we have incredibly strong students applying. And last year we had twice as many applicants as we had seats. And originally we started looking at overall GPA, and then looking at science grades, and then we started including math grades and state exams, the Regents exam scores, and we started including looking at things like how the students did in their lab classes. I think it was Ms. Marshall who mentioned you have to write your lab reports. If you didn't write your lab reports for your biology class and you got a 90 in biology but a 70 in biolab because you never turned in your report to Dr. Keegan, or same thing with chemistry for Mr. Hess, very simply, this is probably not the place for you, because your senior year, what you're writing up may become part of that lab's document. You're going to be doing research and you're going to be writing things up, and you may be actually writing part of an actual research team's report. So you can't just be very whimsical about documenting your work and writing it up. That's basically it, and we also do start to look at attendance and others. Last year, the screening was very difficult, and I think for the first time, Ms. Treebor and I really struggled. We sat there and horse traded, and and it was coming down to, well, this one has a 98 average in science, but this one has higher Regents scores and higher math scores, and again, it also comes down to the individual students. The essay is really designed so if we want kind of a tiebreaker, and we want to make sure that the student has the right motivation and the maturity.
Sounds like a terrific program. Many students do take summer programs where they're in labs in various either academic institutions or healthcare facilities. Is this similar to that sort of a program?
I should say it's similar, but it's not the same. Practically, this is more intense. It's there in the research lab. We try now. For research kids places when they are juniors. So one of the juniors already is doing the internship. So after school, and then they're going to do full time in the summer, and then next year, every single day. So,
because research placements are much more demanding, because to devote yourself to any project takes a lot more time. You would start that your junior year and then go through the entire summer, like Ms. Sarah said, and then with a clinical practice, you get to choose to change your placement between semesters. With research, that's not possible.
Yeah, usually, we like to rotate them, at least have at the end of the senior year, 2 different experience in the clinical. Research, no. Research,
So some of the students will do work over the summer, and there was actually, we've been very fortunate. Several times one of our students from the program has gotten a scholarship to go to a research facility out in Maine.
Yes, every year we see one, we select one.
Who's the lucky winner this year?
Maine.
Aria.
Last year, for my year, I was the one who was working with rats currently.
Yeah, basically it's more, biology type of research. That what she loved. What we tried to do, like last year, was one of the seniors that when he came back, we tried to find in Sinai a lab. In Sinai, nobody does, marine biology research. But with the same topic, usually they work with the membrane, so we found somebody in Sinai that, work, kind of similar topics, so we placed it there. So he has been working in that lab. But also they continue some kind of research lab in Sinai.
While we're still at the screening and application process, we heard that the screening is very demanding and so on. Now, when you look at the GPA, the performance, the attendance of the student, how far back do you go? Since 9th grade, 10th grade?
Right, we don't look at anything beyond what they've done here at our school.
Okay, so but you definitely look everything that was done here, from
Yes.
9th grade. Thanks.
Did I understand correctly that all the juniors over the summer will be doing a lab?
No. Just the one that we like to do research. No, most of them they want to next year do clinical. So over the summer, no. It's only with the research because the mentors over the years has explained us that it's not enough time to train them. Because yes, we meet, they get the basis, skill, but then, they need to practice more and then get another skill in the lab, and it's not enough time, 2 or 3 hours, a day. So usually research is very time demanding. So when you start an experiment, usually it doesn't take 2 or 3 hours. Take more than that. So that is why when anybody wants to do research, we try to place it before the summer, so then they spend the summer full time. They are there, from 9 o'clock to 5, 6, and then they continue over the next school. But clinical, no. So most of them, they don't want to do research. So that is why,
But that's this year's group.
Yeah,
That changes from year to year.
The senior year, the seniors are now, we have 5 kids doing research. So, and they were over the summer. Yes, it's, it's up, to them.
So what time do they have to be at Mount Sinai in the morning? Is it 8 o'clock?
It's the same, the same time.
It's the same
yeah,
time,
yeah.
okay.
Typically, we're there earlier though. Like a lot of this stuff. Like how do we get
Some of them, they're there.
Some of them are
there
late.
like 7.
And some are late.
Yeah, some are late.
Is the clinical really shadowing, or are you actually able to do things?
It's up to where they are, At the morgue, yes, they allow them to go.
You can't hurt patients, so they like it.
With patient, no. With patient, basically, they are, most of the time, by the side of the doctor, so the doctor, explain them, the OR, but, they're not allowed to do anything. Sometimes, in some places, they teach them, to take, blood pressure, but also things.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Yes.